Hey Jeremiah, what are we doing here?
Stacy, we've got some frequently asked questions in this bowl here, and we're just going to pull them out one by one and answer them the best we can.
You mean I have to know what I'm talking about?
We both have to. Yeah.
All right, let's give this a go.
Okay. Tell me about meds. How much should I bring, and where should I keep it?
Medication. So students need to bring enough medication for the whole of the program, and they should make sure that they bring that on their carry-on luggage, not in their checked bag. Make sure that their prescription's in their name, and finally, because it's so much medication, it's a good idea to have a note from your doctor explaining why.
Cool.
All right, your turn. Pressure's on. I have mild asthma, but it's usually not a problem. Do I really need to go get an inhaler?
You should definitely bring an inhaler. There may be some aspects of the program that you may not be used to as far as physical activity goes, so it makes sense to definitely bring your inhaler.
Good to know.
Cool. All right. I'm allergic to peanuts. How do I communicate this, and what should I bring?
Yeah, so the important thing to know if you come on the program with any allergies is that it's your responsibility to sort of manage what you're putting into your body. The instructors will support you with that. If there's any language barriers, they'll get you a card that writes in the local language what you can't consume. And then before meals, you'll need to show that to whoever's preparing the food and make sure that it's been really clear. If we're doing group meals, you just need to be checking in with the cook crews around what's in the ingredients.
That's awesome. And it would also be really important to bring 2 EpiPens with you, right?
That's right.
And then feel comfortable talking to the group about not only what your allergy is, but how they can support you, like showing them how to use the EpiPen or something like that.
Check, check, and check.
All right, awesome.
Sweet.
Okay. What do I do when I get to the airport?
So first, it's important to think about what you want to carry with you on your person as you travel. You want to make sure you have your passport, a printed flight, your printed arrival instructions, and $200 cash. For our New Zealand and Australia students, you'll also want your Australia ETA, which is the tourist visa that you'll need.
Cool. So also a good thing to remember is when you get to the ticket counter, it's really important to take your big checked bag and make sure that they check it all the way through to the final destination so that it gets there when you do. They also, some airlines may want to see your return flight ticket, so it's really good to have proof of your return flight back to the US or wherever you're starting from.
Oh, they're worried we're going to try and stay in country.
Yeah, stay and hang out.
Yeah, that's not allowed.
Not so much.
Dang, yeah. The final thing to think about in terms of travel is just that during your layover, if you do have a layover, it's a good idea to, when you get off the plane, find the big screens and figure out what gate your next flight's departing from. Get to that area before you go to the bathroom, take a break, get some food.
Cool.
All right, let's see what's next then, Jeremiah. Ooh, if I miss my flight or a flight's delayed or canceled, what do I do?
First of all, don't panic. And
Great.
don't leave the airport. So really, after you're done not panicking, the best thing to do is go to a ticket counter and just tell them the situation. I was supposed to be on this flight, it's delayed, or I missed this flight, and have them rebook you on the next available flight, which it's really important to get that information either written down or take a picture with your phone or something. And then pretty immediately call Pacific Discovery so that we can notify the instructors that you're going to be arriving at a different time than we originally thought. And then it's always great to reach out to your family as well afterwards, but it's really important to let us know so that we can coordinate with the group. So the place that you'd find that number is on your arrival document that you have with you because you've printed it out, right? And put it in your carry-on. That information will be on there. So just give us a call and we can get it sorted.
So couldn't I just call the airline and figure all that out though? Why do I have to go to a ticket counter?
So the people at the ticket counters are way more effective at getting things done quickly because they're plugged right into the system. Whereas if you try to get on the phone with somebody, you may be waiting in a really long line of people on the phone.
So you're telling me to not leave the airport? Yeah,
definitely don't leave the airport. Just go to a ticket counter and go ahead and get it rebooked before doing anything else.
Sweet as.
Sweet as. All right.
Drop a kiwi.
What if the airline loses my luggage?
Yeah, so once you get to the checked baggage area, if your bag doesn't come on the carousel with your flight, there'll be a counter right there, and you'll want to go file a form for lost or missing luggage. It'll ask for an address and a contact number. Both of those are on that printed arrival instructions that we've been mentioning. So you'll put those down, and then just be sure to take a picture of the form so that your instructor can support you with follow-up if it doesn't arrive in the next day or so. With that, it's always a good idea to at least have a spare change of underwear and a toothbrush and toothpaste with you, just for those days you're without your big bag.
Yeah, just in case, right?
Yeah,
Cool.
you gotta brush your teeth. All right. Let's see, Jeremiah. How do I find my instructors once I arrive?
Right. So, first of all, you're going to get off the plane, and there'll be a whole bunch of people filing towards immigration, right? So, you'll go through and get your passport stamped, and then you'll move on to the big luggage carousels with all the bags going around. Grab your bag. If you don't find it, we just talked about how you can go and talk to the counter. So, grab your bag. Then you're going to go through customs where they may want to look in your bag or x-ray the bag to
See what we're smuggling.
Yes, see what you're bringing into the country.
Great.
Then you'll go out from customs into the arrival hall where there will be happy, shiny people or a happy, shiny person, instructor, waiting to receive you. They'll have on a PD t-shirt, Pacific Discovery, just like us. And they'll be ready to jump up and down and wave at you and welcome you to the program.
And if you don't see your instructor when you arrive, all of the airports will have phones that you can pay a credit card and just give them a call. Their contact information's also on that arrival document that if you haven't picked up by now, you should definitely have on you as you travel.
For sure.
All right, last section, Jeremiah. Let's see how you do. What should I bring in terms of spending money?
Spending money. So we recommend you bring maybe about $200 in U.S. cash just in case your flights get delayed and you need to buy meals at the airport or your ATM card isn't working properly. However, we do recommend you bring 2 cards with you just in case one of them gets lost or stolen or eaten by a hungry ATM machine because they do that sometimes, right? And then finally, it's a great idea to don't bother bringing cash in that country's currency. Just bring your card and then do an exchange there because if you were to get, let's say, Australian dollars in the US, they're going to charge you fees and you're going to you kind of get worked over on the fees there.
Yeah, so you don't actually do an exchange at any point. You just withdraw cash on your debit card when you
just take
arrive.
your card
and
to
it'll
the
be in the
ATM.
local currency.
Yeah.
See, it's cheaper that way.
Yeah.
All right. Cool. What do you have for me?
Next up, can I bring my computer, camera, and phone with me? Will they be safe?
Essentially, students are responsible for everything that they bring on the program and keeping it safe. I wouldn't recommend bringing family heirlooms or anything irreplaceable, right? But definitely bring your phone. It's a good way to keep in contact with people from back home and with the group as you travel. If you're into photography, it's a great idea to bring a camera. You're welcome to bring a laptop, although often students end up feeling a bit burdened by it when they do. Every season, we do have students damage expensive equipment, often from water. So it's just important to be really thoughtful about where you're storing things and what it is you're taking with you.
Yeah. And so maybe if you are going to bring a cell phone, it might be a good idea to have like a life-proof case or something.
Yeah, you'd want it covered.
Yeah.
So then you can chuck it at people.
Okay, well,
do with your
don't do
phone.
that.
Cool. Or do it. Speaking of, how do I use my phone on the program?
Don't use your phone like a throwing star.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, I know, right? So we do recommend that you really just connect to Wi-Fi in towns and places that we're staying. So some people ask a lot if they should get like global roaming set up on their phone or something like that. You can if you want, but really it can be quite expensive to have the calls and the texts go in and out with that. So if you did want to do that, go to your local provider and figure out how they turn on the global roaming. Otherwise, just hook up to the Wi-Fi, and that works fine for everybody.
Do you think we'll have enough Wi-Fi?
Yeah, so usually at least once a week there'll be an opportunity to get Wi-Fi and check in with home and send all your Instagram pics of your food and stuff like that.
Sounds good.
Yeah, yeah.
This globally connected world you're about to explore.